When it comes to medical advancements, there is one story after another that shows me that these doctors and researchers do incredible things. Case in point, we have a 22-year-old man who underwent a 9-hour procedure this past December to have a penis transplant. Now, it's a really sad story. He actually had a very, very terrible experience during a circumcision. The botched circumcision led to his penis basically no longer existing, and so the doctors had to transplant a new penis onto him. And not only was the transplant successful, he was able to have a baby, a child, or at least impregnate someone in order to have a child with said penis. So it's just an amazing story. I absolutely love hearing these types of advancements in the medical field. And I think it does, of course, bring up the very controversial issue of circumcision. It's a hot button topic in the U.S. right now, and I do want to know what you guys think about this. Now, the man's penis was removed during a botched circumcision in South Africa, so this wasn't in the United States, where about 250 men lose their penis every year. So this is way more common than I'd like to really know about. So Charlie, what do you think about this? Make your point.
I think that if I were to get like a new penis in this, I just wish that the doctors, 2 of them, weren't wearing like binoculars, you know?
Yeah.
You're like,
it's like, dang it, I could have gotten any penis and you give me one that I need binoculars for.
I got a micro penis.
But it's a cool story because, you know, the circumcision, that's not just an issue in where this took place, but in America, it's happened too. I just read a story about it a couple of weeks ago. So to have something like this is great. Hopefully it doesn't go the way of like, hey, I just don't like my penis, I want to get a new one.
Right.
I don't think that's a good thing, but you
yeah,
know,
I doubt
who am I to
doctors
judge?
are going, I mean, who knows? Maybe there'll be plastic surgeons out there who will try to do something like that, but there are penis enlargement surgeries which usually don't go well. Please don't do that.
Unless you want a penis transplant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Becca, what do you think? Make your point.
You know, this is miraculous. I mean, really, you think about it, you're like, I can't even believe this. And of course, as a Game of Thrones fan, I immediately was like, there's hope for Grey Worm and the Unsullied
Yes.
and Varys and Theon, even though I hate you,
Theon.
/ Reek, like
Reek.
possibly there is redemption for you and your junk.
Yep.
So, you know,
I love that that's where
I
you
love
took
that you
this.
immediately thought of Game of Thrones.
I know, which is like not a real world. Let's talk about this. And the application on a actual real human is inspiring, you know, because that obviously, if you're a man, your manhood is so wrapped up in what's going on between your legs. So this is life-changing for this person.
Absolutely. So do you guys think that circumcision is an outdated ritual, Becca?
Now, I'm Jewish, and obviously we have this ongoing covenant with God based on circumcision. Don't really understand the logic behind it, but hey, it's a 5,000-year-old book. There's lots of things that confuse me about it. So, but I feel like generally it is pretty outdated. I don't know why we're still messing with the biology of if it's a cleanliness issue, like I think we've moved beyond that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that people have a bar of soap and a way of cleaning themselves in the U.S.
Yeah, I think we need to leave nature's mock turtlenecks alone.
All right, okay, fair enough. Charlie, what do you think about it?
I actually did some research on it. Kind of. I Googled it and then called that research. But I went to the Mayo Clinic, and then it said the American Pediatric Association, I think I got that right, says that it has more benefits than detriments. So considering I haven't studied it, I would, you know, heed to them.
Yeah.
However, they also say that they don't recommend it. It's a personal choice. So it's obviously not that big of an issue if you don't do it.
So I've actually read that too, and I think the wording is a little confusing and vague. They're saying that the benefits are better. Like if you do a cost-benefit analysis, there are more benefits than downsides. But one of the downsides is that you could have your penis amputated. So I would argue that there are more downsides than upsides. And the thing is, look, there are some people that might have issues with cleanliness, right? But I think it's important for adults to make a decision as to whether or not that's something that they need to do for health reasons. I actually know a few people who got circumcised in their 20s, and one of them you know, he doesn't necessarily regret it, but he told me that one of the things he experienced is less sensitivity in his penis. And so, look, it's something that has to do with consent. I know that parents are supposed to be allowed to make medical decisions for their children, but I think it's a little odd for someone to be born and then the second they're born, you know, a doctor does something so invasive to an infant. That's my thought on it, but I do want to hear what you guys think. So comment in the section below. Tell us whether or not you think circumcision is an outdated ritual. And as always, guys, we do love hearing from you. We do read your comments, and we do respond to them in a video we put together every month.